Yeah, Etherland's immediately queued up. Tanner, the Templar assassin, in towards mid. And PPD down here with Dahak, the Bat Rider, and Phantom Lancer.
During the mid game with Soul Catcher, which will be maxed out, Corrosive Haze and the Meld Strike, they can delete any hero with one hit. I'm not even kidding.
No exaggeration, right? No exaggeration. I'm just thinking of ways that, you know, they can maybe shut down this TA or get into her jungle and stop her from farming camps and ancients. We've seen so many of these pro teams do an exceptional job at kind of safeguarding their mid-tier 1 and playing, you know, around the jungle in this area, so you kind of create this bunker to keep the TA or keep your position 2 nice and safe and sound. And I think PPD with Universe, that these two heroes can do an exceptional job of that. We will take a look at these.
And if you look at the heroes that aggressive mode has right now, these are not heroes that like to make a rotation. Sven just wants to farm the jungle. Oracle is more of a counter-reacting to what the enemy is doing. Same goes for Abaddon. So this means that Borania will need to be really active. Also Lil, like, he doesn't have a hero to play with in this game. Usually you would want him to pair it up with some kind of a stun. He can gank Templar Assassin. The problem is there's no overtime damage.
Yeah, precisely. It is a rough one, and likely you'll be wanting to play with your Sven, and you just mentioned Sven will be, you know, farming jungle for the most part at the same time as that. You know, it's a lack of synchronization again, it feels like, from aggressive mode, draft-wise, but we'll see if they can remedy that with some of their map movements. Lelis, already taking a beating here from Skitter and Spartan. Slardar, 10 HP regen going with the Tango though. Plenty of regen here actually for NIP. Tangos and salves galore. And so does Spartan and Skitter. Poison stack starting up. Spartan's got to be a little bit wary of this. He's getting some good clicks in, but he's already got that Fortune's End ready to dispel, gets it on himself and Universe. The trouble being, he's still going to die. First Blood coming? Maybe? No. Universe doesn't commit for it, and I've missed First Blood mid lane. Of course it happened at exactly the same time.
You just got debated. And this is the hero that will need to create space for aggressive mode, and he just died for the First Blood. Also, Pangolier is not the hero that plays well from behind.
Man, I didn't expect the level 2 TA First Blood on the Pangolier. Whatever. Spartan does well to get away from top lane. 1-0 already for NIP. Tanner outplaying his opponent from a very early point. 7 and 4 against the Pangos 5 and 4.
I can hear the happiness in your voice, Gary, because Tanner is from UK.
It's the happiness that I've missed First Blood, and it's kind of not my fault.
So we blame it on Pango?
We blame it on the Pango, absolutely do. Usually I accept it, but not this time, man, not this time. There's a Haster in top for Tanner as well. Double Wraithband going into Blightstone, no bottle. Oh, won't be able to refill. It doesn't really matter too much. Full HP still over on the TA. Piranha. Not struggling to get CS, but it feels like he's kind of struggling to get a grip on this game, on this lane. How's bottom doing? 14-1 on Dahak, farming pretty freely here. Lil and Skylark doing decently for themselves as well. 11-1 on the Abaddons, damn nice. That's PPD just trying to zone them away from this little pull that has occurred. What's going on top lane? Spartan, Skitter. Okay, stacking up the small camp, looking for the pull in just a little bit.
I gotta say, Skitter's performance throughout these qualifiers have been amazing. There was some funny chat going on before the game started, but it seems like PPD realizes that Skitter was a great player. It just did not fit in the last NIP team.
Yeah, and sometimes it just happens, right? Whether it be personality clash, playstyle clash, culture clash, whatever it is. Sometimes you just don't fully slot in to the plans of the team. But he's looking good over here on aggressive mode so far. Lelis is contesting the pull through. Universe here with him. Spartan just lurking on that tree line, making sure he doesn't get actually jumped on. As PPD running away from Lil, level 3 Bat Rider has 1-1-1 build. Quite interesting. We've been seeing a lot of 2-1-0s over on these support bats. As Universe escapes from Spartan there. Skitter was getting near with a stun.
Oh, Barani
quite close enough, and I see him, yeah. Pango found by PPD and Tanner. And this mid lane Pango, it's becoming a bit of a disaster now.
Dire's middle tower is under
Oof. That's huge, yikes.
And Tanner has a DD route, like when Pango returns to lane, this TA is going to have a DD. Does Pango just have to go jungle now? Top lane, they do have disruption. Lelis, Crush already expended, but the right-click damage looks like it should be enough. One more Crush will take down Spartan as the poison stacks up. Another bash, Lelis not committing under tower. 5 stacks of poison though, that's pretty big. Skitter not happy about the way things are going. Nearly dies, but 11-1 charges were there, just in case he needed them. I wonder if he did the maths. Like one more stack, one more stack would have killed him, right?
All right, Gary, how do you do a math on Shadow Poison? Do you have a...
You go 1, 2, oh shit, I'm gonna die to this. Lilith fails away. Double bounty rune for Uni. Oh, PPD might get the double down bottom as well. Yeah, Tanner double damage rune, even clearing out Barania's medium camp, so there is no recuperation method for the Pango. 31-10 on TA. Rushing pretty quickly towards the Desolator, probably. Lelis having to 1v2 for a little bit as Universe goes home. Laid under his tier 1 is not a big deal for the Slardar, though. Oh man, it's level 4 Pango against level 6 TA now. You've got traps all over the place. Bottom, flame break. Okay, just a bit of harassment from PPD. No actual kill threat. Tanner is just going wild on this Pango. 6-minute rune's about to spawn. And Barania would love to refill that bottle.
Also, no one's checking rune for Barania. Like, he's getting no help whatsoever. Oh, region rune to refill the whole mana and HP. This lane's just done.
Yeah,
I'm
PPD collapses.
Net worth. Let's check.
Fair enough.
2k against 3k.
1,000 difference at 6 minutes, pretty hefty. But yeah, you're right. The fact that, you know, PPD's coming mid to kind of collapse on that bottom rune, and Tanner just goes top rune as Universe initiates on Skitter. They do have the Fortune's End, but bash into Crush. The poison starts to stack. 1 only up, and 2 not going to do the job. Skitter just enough HP, I believe. He should be fine to survive that. But it's like you were saying, right? The Dire supports don't like to rotate. They're not really in this position to go and contest runes. PL can kind of lane alone down bottom lane without too many worries. So TA has such a like, even without that first blood, TA still has a great time.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I did not like Sven as a response to Phantom Lancer, you know that they're going to be switching Slardar to position 3, and Slardar pretty much wins against any melee hero. Look at him, once he hits level 6, thank God they have this spell from Oracle, otherwise he would just have to go straight to jungle.
There's a nice cookie in from Lil trying to catch the PPD bat, but it's still not enough. The magic stick keeps the Bat Rider alive. Phantom Lancer does get left alone down here, so Skylark and Lil can apply a little more pressure to the safe lane carry of NIP. But they need to alleviate some of the pressure now off of this mid lane. They're spam pinging over towards the left-hand jungle. I think Spartans... Oh, he doesn't actually have any. I thought they were going to come here and try and ward it up, but they are hunting for the TA, who is in fact behind the tier 1 in the mid lane, clearing out this medium camp consistently, so not falling back to farm the jungle in the normal pattern you would expect from a Templar assassin.
That's a 1-2 TPs. Lil could have tried to deny that tower. Here comes Pango.
They're committing for this. They want Tanner to die. Has Meld and a Fairy Fire, 1 charges to pop, turns with the Meld Strike onto Lil. Nearly drops as PPD goes for the chase. The trap is down. Slow will come. Spartan Oracle about to die. Oh, dearie me. This aggressive mode lineup is just falling apart at the seams. Barania does bottle the Invis rune, so should be good to escape. But they 3-man rotate to try and catch the TA. She gets the tower, she gets a kill, and she runs away with her life.
Skylark on the bottom lane diving. The Hog doing everything he can to keep himself alive. Will pop Magic Wand and Doppelganger cooldown will reset. so everything is good. This is the problem that we discussed when the game started. There's no overtime damage. These heroes don't rotate. We just saw they come, they actually feed away a kill, they lose the tower. Now Barania forced to be in the jungle. He finds Universe, but nothing he can do about it.
Just has to swashbuckle away. Man, oh man. Yeah, Skylark still holding a point for the ulti. So if he wanted to dive that tower, he could have, if he really wanted to. 71 CS on this TA, man. Net worth 4.6 thousand. Getting an Iron Talon and a Poor Man's Shield. Not the best items early on for your Templar Assassin.
Yeah, you want to give it to your Poor Man's Shield.
Top lane.
Phantom Lancer.
Barania rolling. TP's coming in yet again, trying to catch out Lelis. And there it is, Fortune's End. Finally, the first kill of the game for aggressive mode. 4-1 now, as they strike back and they get themselves up on the board.
The Hawk needs to find a place for him in this game. Mid is not a place to be. Tier 1 tower is already gone. If he wants to farm the jungle, he can farm his jungle, and now he's sitting under the enemy board. Not sure if he can even do something about it, you know, but just by having a vision, if he overextends, uses Doppelganger to farm, they might rotate. So he's gonna be picking up the bounty runes.
Pretty safe place to be for now. Intelligent ward, though, it has to be said. That Dar Observer ward, watching the TA as she, had been farming off to that right-hand side. Tana now returns to the more natural place for the TA, and this is where NIP, they can start with the PL just holding mid, even potentially. They can start playing that kind of mid lane 4 heroes while one is out on the map elsewhere, defending their tier 1s. Especially when these catapults are coming now 10 minutes in. They've already killed tier 1 mid. They'll be defending against some kind of push here from aggressive mode.
Once again, the no synergy draft strikes. Right now, aggressive mode will just continue to farm. Spartan does not have a place in this game. He can't gank. He can only react to what they're doing. Barania needs to be active. He should sacrifice some of his farm and try to make some space. And right now they smoke.
He has a javelin. His ulti's off cooldown. It is time to go rolling on in. Lelis, with a pretty chunky creep wave and a catapult, really wants to do some good damage to this tier 1 tower. I'll check down bottom quickly. Skylark is escaping as Lelis initiated on by Barania. Lil Spartan jump with a cookie, and Lelis drop very low, but Universe has the save. Disruption to buy a little more space. Lelis can walk this one off. They don't have enough damage to finish him. Maybe now Spartan nukes him, but they've got the lasso in onto Barania. Saved immediately. Spartan gets the Fortune's End to kill off the Slardar. And now Barania is going to deal with a Tana TA. TPs. Is it enough? No! The heal doesn't come through. The damage was too much.
Tanner just two-shotted Oracle. And that's gonna be a tower. Siege Creep is still alive. They're drawing on the minimap to pressure the bottom tower. Phantom Lancer is there to defend. Look at the build on the Hawk. 2 bracers and a raid ban. I'm not sure he needed 2 bracers, but alright. I mean, I'm a big fan of bracers, don't get me wrong, but on the support...
Oh, Mortimer's Kisses. Tanner, Fortune's End, gets hit by it. The final touch from the Purifying Flames. They do kill the TA. 600 gold into Spartan's hands.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So that was 1,000 net worth shift. 600 gold for Spartan, 100 and 220 for Sven and Snapfire, respectively. That's a big kill. They didn't get the tier 1 either.
As long as they can defend their tier 1 towers, Phantom Lancer will get the farm eventually. That Diffusal Blade is gonna cripple them, especially heroes like Abaddon and Pango.
Now that gives Spartan a full earn.
Spartan is so farmed. Yeah, he got the last hit on Tanner, 600 gold.
Yeah, dude. Lil gets Arcane Boots, heads down to bottom.
Level 9. He's higher level than Pango.
No way. Really? Oh my goodness, he is as well. that's both funny and tragic at the same time. And Tanner working on his Blink Dagger now. Still wants to finish off that top tier 1. Batrider trying to defend bottom, clearing out the wave with Firefly. But Skylark, tanky, and with that level 2 Curse of Avernus, doing a pretty good job whacking down the building.
if they're gonna be showing on the map, or if NIP has good vision, they can easily just go into the Roche. They don't have to even take a team fight. With Corrosive Haze, Meld, and Deso, Roche dies in 10 seconds.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Baranya pretty much has Maelstrom done. Well, that might be another signal here for aggressive mode. Start playing together. Skitter with Mom still wants to continue farming, but doesn't feel comfortable in his jungle. Shadow Demon and TA both came over to try and grab that outpost. And here is the kind of converging in towards Roshan and that mid lane, right? Lelis into the Roche pit. They've got the Corrosive Haze, Meld Strike, minus armor from the Deso. How long do you think? 6 seconds? 7? It's pretty quick. You say 10 again? Well, Batrider's going to get picked off. Stormhammer and Purifying Flames finish that pesky little bat, and Roshan doesn't get completed.
Mortimer's Kisses now is on cooldown. They should just go back to farming. Bottom lane is in a good spot to farm. Put some pressure on the top lane, and then if they're showing once again on the lanes, go into the Roche pit. Slardar with the freshly bought BKB, they can also start playing more aggressive. Is there any smoke? There's no smoke.
Please. We forgot. But it's okay.
What did we forgot?
The overlay. I just forgot to switch it from blank to having the sponsor rotations. Whoopsie doopsie. First game of the day.
Wait a second.
Shut up. Shut up. It was Lacoste, guys.
On Sven, man. Woo!
How many? Oh my god! All of the neutral items at once. By the way, Sven is rolling in it. Look at him go. Essence Rings. Batrider's got one. Philosopher's Stone. All of a sudden, just a flood of neutral items. Holy crap! Right, who's getting what? Vampire Fangs on the Slardar. We've got the Tree on Baranya. Lil has Philosopher's Stone. Sven, of course, keeps the Imclaw as he should. The little keen optic on Spartan. So everyone's got some pretty good items. Universe, Self-Disrupt, Skylark sprinting forward. Skitter's here with a Warhammer, Stormhammer, Repair Hammer, whatever you want to call it. Gets the kill on Shadow Demon.
That's a lot of damage. Crystallis, one of the best and one of the most cost-efficient items at the moment. On top of M-Claw, Sven can keep fighting a lot now. He doesn't even need his ulti.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Lelis, they find the catch onto Baranya. Forces the Rolling Thunder, and he's going to go for the TP away. They can't catch him anymore. Good attempt, though. And you're also, putting pressure on this Baranya Pango to waste ulti. So now at a time when Mortimer's Kisses is up, you've got this Rolling Thunder down. So they into Roshan they go, exactly. One of the main components of the team fight down for aggressive mode. NIP swiftly into the pit, claim that Aegis for Tana, and there you have it.
There's really nothing they can do about it. You can't just be near the Roche pit all the time. That's why Slardar is such a powerful pick.
You can't keep your eyes on it. Crystallis for Skitter. 2,000 gold saved up. I'm interested. Do you just keep it Crystallis and you buy a BKB next?
Yeah, I don't think you should go Daedalus, even though you have 2 saves behind you. Well, he might.
You don't think he should, but he can.
No, I'm just thinking you're playing against Shadow Demon. Demonic Purge can't be dispelled.
Spartan. I want to see the blink one-shot onto Spartan from Tana. Skylark is still trying to take tier 1 mid lane all alone. That's a little bit risky. PPD comes flying overhead. They switch targets to Lil. The cookie into the bash, the stun on stun, and Tana shreds her. Bye-bye, Grandma. Off to the home you go. Skylark with a TP. Have they got a stun? They do. Bash and Disruption both being expended for another speedy dispatching of an aggressive hero.
Right now, there's a huge difference in what the Radiant team can do and what the Dire team can do. Like, if there's no Sven, if there's no Pangolier, they need to buy as much time as possible. Pangolier is getting some farm, has that Maelstrom ready, working towards Aghanim Scepter with the level 15 talent. That's gonna be a lot of damage, but not if he keeps getting caught.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Has to Rolling Thunder away again, man. Skitter in mid with the help of Mortimer's Kisses looking for Tanner, but the refraction back up. Damage over time, ticking in, but they don't have the chase. Not quite enough from Spartan, even with that long range.
He should
Doesn't get the earn.
kill Spartan.
Yeah, maybe it would have been. I mean, PPD's coming in to try. Cookie back. Defend your Oracle.
And he is going for that Daedalus. I don't mind, because he has 2 saves behind him. There still have 3 actually abilities that go through BKB, so pretty smart choice from Skitter.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
TA, Tanner looking for some more easy targets. Just bullying these towers, shoving out these waves. Baranya gets jumped in the mid lane. We cleared the wave with Swashbuckle. It's on cooldown for 3 more seconds. Can they clear him up before he gets it back? Swashbuckle again. But mid-animation, he dies.
That was the problem with Baranya throughout this qualifiers. Even though he lost this laning stage, and he had some good laning stage performances, but in the mid game, he's far away from his team.
Lack of synchronization, the differences it feels like in the play style or just the drafting style here for aggressive mode is starting to become their undoing. Bounty runes, 4-0 it should be, unless someone from the Dire team can get up to the top 2. But with Aegis in the hands of Tanner for another minute and a half, high ground is a possibility here. It looks like they're pinging out the bottom tier 1 and tier 2. Much easier objectives. No need to risk anything 20 minutes in. You can systematically start to close this game out. Get your Phantom Lancer to a point at which, you don't need the TA anymore. The PL can start solo carrying because, again, aggressive mode don't really have an answer for Dahak, who has been incredibly quiet this entire game. 1-0-0, closing it on 200 CS. Dahak has just been farming for 20 minutes.
They found Sven. They know he's hiding here somewhere.
20 seconds on TP. Oh,
they give up.
Skitter. Wait, no, PPD's coming. PPD's coming. Look at him. Charging through the trees. His smoke's going to break. His smoke breaks. He knows. He knows there's someone here. Skitter. Oh, he's been... no, did they see him? Did they not see him?
Well, apparently Skitter saw PPD, but PPD did not see him.
What? He saw the trees break and the firefly fly past, but he didn't see it. What on earth is going on? Mid lane, Tanner TP's in. The Blink Crush Lilith's captured Skylark, but the borrowed time will allow him to get up to the high ground. PPD on. There's 4 NIP heroes all surrounding him. There is no chance of getting out of this one, buddy. Aggressive mode. They do get a decent push onto that tower mid. But yet again, they'll be hunted down and hounded by these NIP heroes.
Yeah, with the first Roche, you just want to build the advantage. I don't think you can end the game, but they should just build up even more advantage, get the next set of items, go for second Roche, which dies pretty quickly, and then try to end the game. They're relying so much on this Sven to carry, so if they can play around his ulti, I think it's just a guaranteed win for NIP.
Yeah, and a lot of it, again, comes down to, Skitter's positioning, but also Spartan's positioning, right? Because you're relying on the Sven, and Sven relies on the Oracle. I think the other 3 heroes, have got a little more leeway in what they can do, but Skitter and Spartan have to be spot on perfect with their maneuvering in the team fights. And Baranya hiding in the trees down south. Dahak was just shoving out this wave, not a care in the world. He's got Manta diff played at 22 minutes. 613 over on the TA, 14k net worth, fresh BKB over on Tanner with a Crystallis queued up. And these are all the signals of NIP saying, right, in the next 3-4 minutes, we really will have an opportunity here with that second Roshan to close out the game, because that's what they're waiting for at the end of the day, right, Lacoste? Second Roche.
Second Roche, you just buy more time, build up the advantage. Also, they're itemizing against Sven. I was wondering if Lelis is going to go for Heaven's Halberd. He instantly queues it up after finishing his Aghanim Scepter.
Powerful, especially when you're pushing tier 3. Create a nice little puddle for yourself. Allow Slardar to set high ground and whack towers with the PL. Skitter. Aghanim Scepter being worked on, so no BKB for him. Doesn't go into the magic community. He wants the initiation, wants to be able to jump targets, try and blow them up, catch the PL or TA and shred them with the help of Mortimer's Kisses. They found Baranya. They've got the chain disabled as well with the lasso, and Tanner, of course, snipes out the kill. Well deserved. I want to see at the end of the game how many kills Tanner has on Baranya, because it feels like the majority of Baranya's deaths have... Yeah, right?
7 probably.
It's been pretty hefty. A pretty hefty amount of kills just from the mid laners. He's actually brought the full Chrysalis out to him now, Tanner. Threatening high ground a little bit, considering just poking the tier 3s. At the very least, you're forcing aggressive mode back into their base while you continue to farm jungle ancient camps. Yeah, back here, Tanner keeps the efficiency going. Batrider TPing back. They know that Sven, they scanned, they know that Sven is kind of lurking around somewhere else. He shows on the top lane, and here comes NIP. Can they find him hiding in the trees? No, not this time. Down a portal scroll back to home. But they've done their job.
In 10 seconds. It's just NIP is controlling the map at the moment. Roche, it's gonna be a longer respawn, 2 minutes.
Do you smoke as aggressive mode and make a play?
Yeah. That's the problem with the lineup. Like, you smoke. How do you even start a gank? They need Aghanim Scepter and Sven. It's finished. He's gonna hit level 20 now, so Stormhammer cooldown will make a little bit of difference, you know, so he can reposition himself multiple times. Even if you get a kill, like, what do you do after? They know that they need to contest the next Roche. Also, Pangolier with the Aghanim Scepter. He got the level 15 talent, so there's gonna be a lot of Maelstrom procs. I'm just afraid that's not enough.
It is a pretty key moment here for aggressive mode, though. They are doing a very good job at playing tight together, still keeping their farm rate up, even though top 4 net worth, 3 green heroes, Skylark and Baranya, they aren't that far behind, only a couple of thousand. And with, you know, a tier 1 tower top lane, objectives are being gathered up here by the dire side. NIP. All around the Phantom Lancer now. Dahak, where are we? Still what? Oh, he's 101. Sorry, my apologies. He has an assist now. Perhaps what's out Spartan. Quick dispel, rookie away. Skitter. Waiting for that initiation as they smoke off. Vision is lacking here for the dire team though. Very difficult to make their way up onto the high ground ramp. They still want to fly around Roshan though, as Lelis nearly spots them all coming. Sees the Sven with the illusions. PL. Illusions Phantom rushing into the outpost. Nice one.
You do not want to heavily commit for an IP. You just want to, you know, go in, force them to use spells, maybe bait God's Strength on Sven.
Roshan respawns.
Yeah, Roche just dead. Where's
the Tanner assassin? Easy, Roshan. Where have you gone? Oh my goodness. There is really no chance here for aggressive mode to contest that,
is it? Nope. So Aegis on, Templar Assassin, also -4 meld armor reduction with level 20. Do the math, Gary. 12 and 11, that's 19. Sorry, 19, and from Slardar, -15. Yikes.
Big
34
yikes.
Armor.
Does anyone have a medallion or anything? Anyone building an assault cuirass? Nah, you don't need it. Already reaching the limits of the minus armor calculation. Baranya, oh, nearly bumps heads there with Tanner and Lelis. They'll find Skylark. A reasonably easy kill to get, even though he's a tankier Baden. They should have the control they need. Skitter is here, off to the right-hand side. The counter initiation onto Tanner, but his BKB's already up. Very speedily, Tanner turns to fight Skitter. Slow with the trap. Tried the Sven. Blown up completely. He has buyback, but I don't really see a chance now for aggressive mode. The chase is on as Lelis finds Lil. L on L, and it looks like aggressive mode will have to take the L as Spartan demolished by Tanner on this TA.
I believe this game is over. You can buy back on Sven. You have no ulti. Not sure what he's gonna do. This is the problem with the disgust. He goes in, Tanner pops a BKB, doesn't even stun him, so he's away from his team. Shadow Demon pops Demonic Purge on him, and suddenly he's just done.
Man, Dahak has had such a chill game, honestly. Nearly 300 CS. He's got cheese in his backpack. He's in his inventory. He's really not had any threats throughout the game. Take down a full lane of Barracks, switching onto mid and aggressive mode. They're probably thinking about what to do in game number 2.
Well, it's time to call this game. Sven's out in 20 seconds. Ulti ready in 40. That's gonna be mega creeps. You don't have ways to deal with megas besides Sven. They still have cheese and Aegis.
Well, Pango trying with a Rolling Thunder starts out, and Mortimer's Kisses will follow through. Tanner, well, should lose the Aegis here. Doesn't have mana for the refraction. Oh, still fine though. Still alive somehow.
Give him cheese.
No.
Yes, cheese.
Oh,
High
nice.
five.
Beautiful. Eat up the cheese. No need to drop that Aegis. Still got another 2.5 minutes on it. And the final lane of Barracks starting to be assaulted. Tanner up on the front lines. Does have BKB ready. Looking for Skitter, trying to kite the Sven. Phantom Lance dealing with Barania. There's the cookie, back onto the illusion. Skitter trying to disengage, but the jump into the back. Tanner annihilates, assassinates, and eviscerates 2 of the supports of aggressive mode. Tanner on the Templar Assassin. He's graduating from high school. He's destroying his opponents, and aggressive mode. Surely now, we'll call GG and tap out at game 1.
It's one of those games when you see the draft and you're like, there's no way they win this game. It's no damage draft, too much saves, no heroes who can play.
Is here off to the right hand side. The counter initiation onto Tanner, but his BKB's already up. Very speedily, Tanner turns to fight Skitter. Slow with the trap. Tried the Sven. Blown up completely. He has buyback, but I don't really see a chance now for aggressive mode. The chase is on as Lelis finds Will. L on L, and it looks like aggressive mode will have to take the L.